Hi, and welcome to the Mr. P Productions tutorial number 3. In this tutorial, we'll be taking a look at how to insert a YouTube video into your notebook software. So, let's get started. The first thing we must do is get onto the YouTube site. So, click on the internet. I like to go through Google, I just find it just as fast. Type in YouTube, hit search, and click on the link. As you can see, we are now at the YouTube homepage. As you can see up at the top here, they have their own search engine. This allows you to type in the name of a video or a certain thing that you're looking for, and it will help you locate that video. So my grade 6 class right now is studying space. So I'm just going to type in space and see what comes up. As you can see, there's a wide range of videos that come up, and today we're just going to take a look at black holes. So I'm going to click on that, and as you can see, some of you are probably familiar with this interface of YouTube here. So there is your video, and again, why we want to put it in Notebook 2 is because it kind of gets rid of all this writing down here. Sometimes it could be inappropriate. You never know. So that's one of the key aspects of inserting on this YouTube video into your notebook software, is that you're minimizing that risk for students and maybe for yourself as well. So what we're going to be taking a look at and what is important is this URL here. This is kind of the identification of where our YouTube downloader can find this video on the YouTube site. So if you left click, you're going to see that it highlights it. So if you left click on it, it highlights it. And now if you right click it, we want to copy. So when you right click, what we're going to do is we're copying that URL, because we're going to come back, and that's going to be very important when we go to our YouTube downloader in a second. So the next thing we got to do is find a YouTube downloader. So we can go back to Google, and as you can see, I've already typed in KeepVid. That's what our YouTube downloader application is called, and you can Google search that, and as you can see, it's keepvid.com. So once again, you can put this in your bookmarks, your favorite, whatever you prefer. Just keep typing it into Google each time you want to use it, depending on how often. As you can see, they say to enter the URL of your video page. So if you left click it again, it disappears, and now we're going to right click and we're going to paste our information. Remember, as you can see, it came there. Remember, if I go back to the YouTube, we copied that. So I right clicked copy, and now I've put it in the KeepVid. As you can see also that I have two windows up. This can usually be done, right? File, open new window. I just have them side by side here on Firefox, so it's nice and easy to explain what's going on. But you can do it one at a time, whatever you prefer, whatever you're comfortable with. So now we've pasted that YouTube URL into our KeepVid. And now all we're going to do is push the download button. And in a second, you're going to see that two options down below have appeared. The first one is to download the video, FLV, and that's what we're going to be working with today. And FLV stands for Flash. It's very important because that's all that Notebook recognizes. So if we tried to download the other one, and we did, and tried to import it into Notebook, it would not work. So what we're going to do is just do the top one, and up is going to be our save. Now, I'm working on a Mac here, and it's usually a bit different, but usually in the Windows, it will ask you where to save it. And I always like to save it on my desktop. That way I can always find it, no problems, and then later on I can move it into a folder later on once I've done working with it. So you can name it whatever you want. Here I'm just going to call it space, and you're going to see that it's going to download to my desktop. So I'm just going to minimize that, and you're going to close both of these, or just minimize them. As you can see, we don't longer need that because there it is. My space Flash video has shown up on my desktop. It doesn't look like much. That's because we have to wait. We will insert it now into Notebook. So the next process is that we're going to open up our Notebook software. And as you can see, this is kind of just a blank page, and we're ready to create our video. You can type in whatever you want, so maybe let's just call this black holes for now. Okay, and I'm going to bring that down. And just nice little title for it, maybe make it a little bigger, and change it. There we go, perfect. So there's going to be my title for my movie, and now we're going to actually insert the Flash video. So the next thing we want to go to is insert. Now As you can see, we don't want to insert the flash file. It's a little confusing. We want to insert a video file. Okay, and we click on it, and it's going to ask us where to look. Remember, we saved it on our desktop. So I've got my desktop selected, and there it is. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to open it. And as you see in a second that it is already opened up, it started to play automatically. So I'm just going to pause it, and again, we can move it. Okay, and better yet, it does look a little small, right? If I were to go full screen here, yeah, the kids will still have trouble reading that. So I like to make it a little bigger as I possibly can. Okay, so we can drag it out and maneuver it wherever we want. And again, that's nice and easy how to insert it. Again, you can play it, you can pause it, and the best part is it's in your lesson now. None of those comments or other videos will pop up. It'll just be completely that video that you have downloaded. So that was a quick and easy way. Hopefully you found this tutorial useful, and stay tuned for further tutorials.